Hi, I'm Zane with Zane Engineers Life. So it's Friday story time, and we're back in the co-op days. And so I'm working in manufacturing, and I have my job where I take this box and I go to the plating tanks and I get samples and I do titrations. Yep, I hate chemistry and I'm doing titrations. Well, I figure out how much product to put in each tank to keep it at operating levels. And what I try to do is not shut the whole plant down like I did in Friday Story episode 1. Well, some people just do their job, and others try to make the world a better place. So, working with my dad growing up on construction sites, and my dad was a general contractor and a developer, and working with him, I learned that people are just people, and not everyone has the same chance as others do in this world. And I decided really young that I would give everyone a chance. Maybe they'd screw it up, but I would try not to prejudge them based on color or language or looks or anything like that. I would base it on who were they. I also decided that I would try to help people whenever I could. See, not everyone sees a way to get out of all the BS that life is right now. And I mean, look at this channel. I'm in here recording videos, trying to help people figure out how to make their way in the world that we have going on right now. Well, anyway, I decide to talk to people in the plant where I work. And I do this while I'm walking around and I'm doing my job. And I would say, hey, and I would stop and I would just rap and have a little one-on-one with people. Well, see, sometimes this got me in trouble with my bosses. But interestingly, the shop floor that I worked on had higher production numbers when I was there. So anyway, one day I'm heading across the plant and this young lady stops me. And she's running one of these big cutoff machines. And she says, Zane, I just wanted to let you know that you are literally one of the only reasons that I get up and come in here each day. See, I know that you're going to come by and check on me, and that absolutely means the world to me right now. And I'm not going to go into details, but I just want you to know that the world was not her oyster and things were not going well in her life. See, my point is, you should care about people, even work strangers. See, when it was your smile or you asking about their son or something like that, that keeps them from literally jumping off a bridge on the way home. See, life is super freaking hard right now, and we don't know what cross others are bearing. So I encourage you to take 2 minutes of your day and ask the janitor if he saw the game last night. See, find common ground and talk to people. Be literally their light in all of this darkness. Now, real quick, take a second to like and subscribe. This helps others find these messages, and there's so many people out here to help. Please help me help them. Like and subscribe, reach out to me on LinkedIn. Okay, so today's story. I'm working in the plant and I'm on second shift one night, and most of the place is empty, except for plating and heat treating, and I'm in there, and well, I hear this noise. Bang, 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 bang. I mean, it's going on and on. Bang, bang, bang. And after like 20 minutes, I'm like, dude, what the hell is going on? So I start walking around the plant toward this noise. Bang, 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 and on and on and on. Well, after a while and a few turns and going down an aisle and then this other one and back again, well, I end up in the maintenance shop. Now, let me try and describe the scene to you. So I round the corner and there's this maintenance dude. And he's in a full white Tyvek suit, and he's got safety glasses, and he's got this weird black scarf, and he's got his steel toe boots. And he turns toward me, and I see, oh, it's Eddie. Super skinny white dude with a big red fro, and he's got this black smudge on his nose, and he looks like some strange version of like a plant circus clown. Well, there's this huge fan, and this fan has a huge blade, and it's turned to the floor side, and the huge blade is on this huge shaft that's hooked up to a motor and a stand. And there's an overhead crane that's holding part of it, and it's resting down across these two big steel workbenches. Well, Orange Hair Eddie, he's on this stool, and he's in between these two workbenches, and he's got this huge wooden mallet. And I want you to think about like a piece of firewood on a handle. And it's probably like an old school hickory mallet. And I had noticed some of the machinists sometimes carried these. Well, he's got this big wooden mallet, and he's got this block wedge, and he's sweaty as hell, and he's all out of breath, and he's up on this stool. And well, apparently he's been putting his whole soul into beating the ever living hell out of this fan blade. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. I guess he's trying to get the fan blade off of the shaft. I really have no idea what's going on. Well, I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at the fan, and I look at the fan, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he goes, I'm trying to get this fan blade off. Now, remember, it's been like 30 minutes since I started hearing these noises, right? And this dude weighs maybe 115 pounds soaking wet, and he's extremely soaking wet right now. And he's been swinging this 10-pound hickory mallet for like 30 minutes trying to get this fan blade off of this shaft. And I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him again, and I say, hey, Eddie, did you happen to take the set screw off of the fan blade? See, sometimes on a piece of rotating equipment, you'll use a set screw to keep the rotating piece, like a fan blade, on the shaft. Well, he looks at me, and he reaches over to one of the workbenches, and he grabs this set of Allen wrenches. And he looks down at the fan, and he sees a set screw, and he pulls out an Allen wrench or two, and he finds the one that fits it, and he starts undoing the set screw, and bam! The fan blade falls off in the floor. Now, the joke some engineer friends and I had for many years was that this was literally the first time that I had ever met an architect in the field. Now, moral of the story today, treat people well, even poor Eddie, and if things aren't working, stop beating the shit out of everything. There's probably an obvious solution. I'm Zane with Zane Engineers Life, and we'll make you better.